Drink up, drink up. Beauty, our CEO Song's glass, has been raised for so long. Aren't you going to show some appreciation?
Drink, drink.
Chenlian, all these years. I've always dreamed that we were husband and wife.
Kiss, kiss.
Zulang.
This is your so-called socializing.
No. Zulang. 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 Listen to me. It's not what you think.
What do I think it is? Weren't you enjoying drinking the cross-cup wine with him?
I only did that to avoid embarrassing him. Zulang, what are you trying to do?
Is it that he doesn't know you're married? Or have you forgotten yourself?
Didn't I tell you already? Today was just for you fans' job.
What job? For you, a mother. To entertain Sanjiang with drinks and smiles.
Do you have any conscience saying that? Regarding your fans' matter. If I don't rely on Song Yang, who else can I rely on? Besides Song Yang, who else can make my life a little
The
easier?
film was translated and narrated
Are you
by
saying that?
media.
Only Sanjiang can give you a good life.
Exactly, only Song Yang.
Why haven't you delivered it yet? Do you still want to work here?
I'm not doing it anymore. Whoever wants to do it, can do it.
Look at yourself. You can't even keep your own job. I'm supposed to rely on you? Zulang, I can't rely on you.
What did you say?
I said I can't rely on you.
Fine. Since you think you can't rely on me, then go find Sanjiang. But I hope you don't regret it.
Zulang, I've already said. Today was for your fans' sake. If you continue like this, then we'll just have to get a divorce.
Whenever anything involves Sanjiang, it's always my fault. And you don't believe anything I say. It turns out our ideas were at odds from the very beginning. Chenlian, since that's the case, perhaps it's time for me to give up on these 20 years of unrequited affection.
Mr. Su, I once again.
Molly, I promise you I'll return to Europe.
Who were you out with, drinking so much?
Come, sit.
Do you know that drunk men are the most useless? If you have something to say it quickly.
There's a ball tomorrow night. You'll attend with me. As long as you come with me. Your son's job. The life you desire. I'll give you everything.
Zulang, can you please stop fantasizing? What makes you think you can give me the life I want? Song Yang is hosting a ball tomorrow night. I've already agreed to go with him. accompany you to the ball. I'm afraid you can't even afford a gown for me.
So, the culmination of 20 years is nothing more than a handful of fine sand before Sanjay. Those memories I held so dear. The hardships we endured together now seem to have merely been your compromise.
CEO Song, long time no see. If it weren't for this new CEO taking office, I don't know when I would have seen you again.
CEO Yang, you flatter me. My main reason for returning to the country this time is to welcome the new CEO. But we have plenty of time ahead of us.
Plenty of time ahead. I heard Miss Molly has also arrived in Sucking. Miss Molly from Sega Group is truly an extraordinary person. It's just a pity that I haven't had the chance to meet her yet. I hope CEO Song could properly introduce me to her.
I'm merely Miss Molly's loyal attendant. However, if Miss Molly is in a good mood today, I will certainly introduce you.
Zulang. Why did you follow me here?
If I didn't follow you here, how would I see the two of you being so intimate?
I'll explain to you when we get home. This isn't the kind of event you should be at today. Go home quickly.
Zulang. I didn't expect that after a few days. You'd be dressed up like a proper person. Do you know what kind of event this is?
This event. What makes you think I can't be here?
This private ball today is specially prepared for the new CEO of Sega Group. What is your status? To be invited to such a ball? You don't even have a dance partner. I'm afraid you just snuck in from somewhere, didn't you?
New CEO. How do you know?
What else? I'm a special envoy from the group. I came specifically to welcome the new CEO. This ball today is hosted by me.
From your tone, I thought you were the new CEO.
Zulang, in a situation like today's, if you spout nonsense, it will implicate our whole family.
Chenlian, this occasion today is not for just anyone to enter. When the new CEO arrives later, if they see such disreputable people here and happen to be displeased, then Yufan's matter.
Did you hear? Stop making a scene here. Is Yufan's future more important? Or your false pride? Go back quickly, otherwise we'll get a divorce.
Look, Miss Molly is here.
Who is it? Who dares to cause a disturbance at Sega's ball?
Hello, Miss Molly. I'm a director of Giant's Hong Industry. Miss Molly.
Miss Molly?
Miss Molly, the ball has proceeded as you wished and is being held as usual. This is Miss Molly, CEO of Sega Group's European division. Moreover, and one of the founding members of Sega Group.
Miss Molly?
Miss Molly.
Everyone, quiet down. Please calm down.
Songyang, who allowed you to
Bill
bring
was
these
translated and
disreputable
narrated
people
by
in?
M Media.
Miss Molly, I will have him thrown out right now.
I was talking about her. Make her leave.
She is my dance partner.
Wait a moment. She is my wife, Chenlian.
Zulan, you have no right to speak here. Miss Molly, I also don't know how this person snuck in.
You say she's your wife. Then why is she Songyang's dance partner?
Miss Molly, Songyang and I have been old friends for over 20 years. Since he invited me, I naturally have to show him this respect.
Chenlian. I clearly asked you to be my dance partner too. After all these years as husband and wife. In your heart, I'm less important than an outsider like him.
Zulang, what kind of occasion is this today? You, a person who does nothing all day, what could be more important than Songyang?
Chenlian, so many people are watching. Just have him thrown out. Someone. Miss Molly. This person has no right to be here. Moreover, he doesn't even have a dance partner.
I can be his dance partner.
Miss Molly, even if you are willing, he probably wouldn't dare. Go back quickly now. Go home and wait for me. I can still have a good talk with you. If you continue to stay here and make a fuss, tomorrow we will get a divorce.
I'm making a fuss.
Zulang. I work hard every day to maintain this family. I tried my best to make you happy. But what about you? All you do is be suspicious. All these years, what have you given me? What kind of decent life? I came today for you fans' future. I only ask that you don't stop me. Is that so hard? I'm truly tired. I've had enough.
Chenlian. 20 years ago, you cried and told me you wanted a stable home. For these 20 years, I've been dutiful and kept to myself. You think I'm just idling my life away? No. I've been waiting for you to turn around and look at this home. But what is in your eyes now? This was originally prepared for the one I love. But now, it has lost its original meaning. Now, I'll give it to you.
Zulang, what do you mean?
Chenlian. All the consequences today are because you yourself made a mistake.
I made a mistake. What mistake have I made? I've been running around for you, Phản. For a better life in the future. Toiling everywhere. And you? Besides being suspicious, what else can you do?
If your so-called running around and toiling refers to messing around with him, then you've truly worked hard. Since you always have divorce on your lips,
The film was translated
then this time,
and narrated
I'll grant
by
your wish.
Media.
And doesn't appreciate the good fortune they have. I want to use this occasion today to ask Miss Molly to be my witness. Chenlian, will you come back to my side? Chenlian, this moment, I've prepared for a long time. Today, I'm fortunate to be in front of Miss Molly, to present this ring, to bear my heart to you.
Zulang, are you really not going to stop this?
stop. In everyone's eyes, I'm just a used car. Old and broken. And might even be leaking oil.
But to me, you're a vintage car.
Chenlian. So many people are watching.
Although, you are a bit old. You still exude an irresistible charm.
You're teasing me too.
Zulang. At a time like this, you can still smile. Fine. Since you're so numb. Don't blame me for humiliating you in public.
Remember your choice. Don't regret it.
Chenlian. In my 20+ years of life, I've fantasized about this occasion countless times. I will definitely cherish Yifan like my own son from now on. As long as we are together.
As long as we're together. I believe. Nothing can ever separate us again.
Chenlian. Chenlian. Look. Everyone is blessing us. Zulang, right? Here's 5 million. Take it. And leave Chenlian.
Zulang. I'm giving you one last chance. If you leave now, I can pretend nothing ever happened.
You can pretend nothing happened. I couldn't possibly do that.
Hey! That's right. Chenlian can only be happy with me. This 5 million, it's enough for you to find an ordinary person to live out the rest of your life.
His own wife was snatched away, yet he's powerless. This man, at a certain age, without wealth, cannot repay a beauty's kindness.
$5 million?
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Zulang, what are you doing? How old are you? Do you think you look cool like this?
This money. He's using to take you away from me. What? Do you think I should accept it?
But you can't tear it up. That's 5 million. Do you know how long our family would have to save to get that much?
Such a grown man. Still acts so rashly. Have you ever seen 5 million? I'm afraid in this lifetime, you won't be able to pay it back.
Some people just don't understand the world's concept of disparity. Some people, 5 million, they earn with a casual wave of their hand. But some people, a family of 3, in this lifetime, can't even scrape together half of that.
Truly at such an old age. They suffer for the sake of pride.
Since you've already agreed to him, then my business. Then you don't need to worry about it. These 5 million, whether I spend it or I burn it, does it still concern you?
You.
Chenlian, in all these years, you've truly followed the wrong person. Look at him acting so unreasonable and entangled. It doesn't matter. If you feel sorry for him, these 5 million, I won't make him pay them back.
I don't need your pity. Since you have already made your choice, then I have nothing left to hesitate about. Molly, look, what reason do I have left to refuse you?
Mr. Su. I didn't expect this to happen.
Mr. Zhu,
You are here on behalf of the group to welcome the CEO. Can it be that you don't even recognize Mr. Su?
Miss Molly, this? Is there a mistake? I just saw him a couple of days ago. He's just an errand boy. How could he be the CEO of Sega Group?
Today, allow me to formally introduce him again. This person is the new CEO of our Sega group. Perhaps many of you present here are not very familiar with Mr. Su. However, within our Sega group, everyone holds him in high regard. It can be said that without Mr. Su, there would be no Sega group today. Back then, it was also Mr. Su, all by himself, conquered the entire Europe market. Unfortunately, 20 years ago, he gave up the Sega group, which was about to go public, and came to Socking alone.
20 years ago.
Auntie. Chenlian. I've been waiting for this call from you. For a full 3 years. Now I've come to Sukhang with nothing. You won't despise me, will you?
"20 years ago, Mr. Su also, for your sake, gave up everything he had. Over all these years, every time Sega Group faced difficulties, we all tried to get Mr. Su to take charge again. But he always used family as an excuse, and refused me, this time to persuade him. I specifically came to Sucking from France.
Indeed. One cannot judge a book by its cover. You women are simply easily deceived.
Mr. Su, I know I shouldn't be too happy right now, but I still want to thank Miss Chen. It was you who returned Mr. Su to Sega. I believe that in the future, under Mr. Su's leadership, Sega Group will once again stand at the pinnacle of the world."
How could you hide it from me for so long?
I never thought of deliberately hiding anything from you. Everything is in the past now. Don't you know everything now?
What do you mean in the past?
Haven't you already chosen him? I can't share you with someone else. I'm giving you a chance.
It's not like that, Zhu Lang.
CEO Zhu. It's you.
Now I finally understand. Why have you never been able to invite Mr. Su?
The film was translated and narrated.
The company
by
shouldn't have sent you
media.
here.
Molly. If the company hadn't sent him here, I wouldn't have agreed to you. Perhaps everything in the world is predetermined.
Then what do you think? How should he be dealt with?
What's wrong? Weren't you just throwing money around? Telling me to leave her side.
CEO Zhu, you're joking. CEO Zhu, I truly didn't know you were. It was my ignorance.
It's not that bad. As her dance partner, she's still counting on you to help my son. My wife. Her expectations of you are very high.
Zhu Lang. You don't need to be so sarcastic here. It's clearly you who hasn't strived for progress all these years. If it weren't for your fans' graduation to get a good job, why would I have begged him? Zhu Lang. You clearly had the ability to do all of this. Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I had already made plans for Yifan. But you never asked me. Was it you who didn't believe I had this ability? Or was it you who accepted him in your heart? I'll never be as good as him. Chenlian. Let's get a divorce.
No. No. Zhu Lang. You kept saying You gave up everything for me. But all these years, what have you done for me? The child. Mommy raised him from a young age. The job. My brother found it for you. You said you came to Suching with nothing, and wasn't I also living a life with nothing alongside you? I'm also a woman. I also want romance. I also want to live the good life others talk about. But I'm just a woman. What I can do is only this much. What about you?
Miss Chun, I think you've misunderstood Mr. Su. Mr. Su, may I speak? Back then, Mr. Su led all of us. When we went to Europe to make our fortune together, he almost poured all his heart and soul into Siga Group. But with one phone call from you, just as the company was about to go public, he returned to Sukhang without hesitation. What he gave up for you was not just an enormous fortune, but more importantly, a man's life's work. And he told me more than once that if he could be with a person he loved, he only wanted to live a simple, ordinary life. Because he believed that was the love he yearned for in his heart. That was the essence of life. But the person he loved has always been you.
All right, Molly. No need to say more. Since today
The
is a
film
ball,
was translated and narrated by M.
why don't you
Media.
dance with me?
With the greatest pleasure.
Could I really be wrong?
Really? How is this possible? Mr. Su, the group headquarters just issued a notice. The board of directors is preparing to revoke your appointment because in Europe, they do not allow Chinese people to directly control the company's controlling stake. I'm afraid.
Is this true, Miss Molly?
Today, it ends here, everyone.
Did you hear that? Chenlian. What do you mean? He has already been suppressed by the group's senior management. He can no longer return to the group. What are you afraid of?
Song Yang. I think you misunderstood. We are just old classmates. Before, I also wanted to ask for your help with Yifan's matter.
But you just agreed to me.
I'm sorry, Song Yang. What happened between us before was a long time ago. Now, I have my own family.
But he just said he's going to divorce you.
Zulang. I'll wait for you at home.
Chenlian. Chenlian, is there some misunderstanding between us?
Songyang? What are you doing?
Affairs Bureau of Sake.
Zulan, do you know that Chenlian looked for you all night last night, like a headless fly, searching for you all night? Do you know what kind of weather it was? She didn't even wear a coat, and she ended up freezing until she passed out.
Chenlian, you were clearly the one who looked down on me. And now that we're divorcing, why do you torment yourself like this?
Zulang. Can we not get divorced?
If you're not feeling well, you can go back now. And get some good rest first. We can come another day to complete the procedures.
Zulan, are you even a man? Chenlian is in this state, and you can still hurt her heart.
All right. We'll do it today.
Divorce certificate? This divorce certificate summarizes our 20 years together. Chenlian. May we meet again if fate allows.
Zulang.
What is it?
Can you promise me something?
As long as it's within my power, I will do my best.
Yufan's birthday is in a couple of days. For so many years, we haven't accompanied him to properly celebrate his birthday. I hope you can come with me
The film was
to give him a
translated
proper
and
birthday
narrated
celebration.
by M Media.
All right. I'll be there. These 2 days. Take care of yourself. Yifan is not a child anymore. With whom? Let him decide for himself.
Chenlian, don't worry. As long as I'm here, I won't let Yifan leave you.
These 20 years had passed like a dream. Hello? Desi? Is your place convenient? I want to con man stay for a few days.
Why are you back? You ungrateful wretch.
I'm back to get some things.
Get out of here. Get out.
Mommy. Let him in.
Hey, Chenlian. He abandoned this family. And you're still speaking up for him?
things are in the bedroom. I've packed them all for you.
Thank you.
Look at him, that ungrateful wolf. When he first came to Sakang, he was dirt poor. You insisted on marrying him. Now look, it's turned out great. He's dragged you down for half your life, and now he wants to divorce you again.
Whether in poverty or in wealth,
Whether in poverty or in wealth,
whether in health or in sickness,
whether in health or in sickness,
I will love you,
I will love you,
cherish you,
cherish you,
until death.
until death. Zulang.
Is there anything else? What is it?
What are your plans for the future?
I'll take it one step at a time. I'll move out first.
Actually, you don't have to rush to move. Anyway, you have nowhere to live. And no plans for the future. Why don't you wait until you've made arrangements before moving?
I said. I'm leaving with nothing. The house and the savings are all yours. Since we're already divorced, it's better if I move out as soon as possible.
The film was translated
How did we
and narrated by M Media.
end up like this today?
I'm leaving.
Bro. Is this all you have?
Yes. 20 years, and this is all I have.
It's okay, bro. Tell me if you need anything. I have everything at my place.
Thanks, Desi.
What are you saying? Just say the word if you need anything. That's no big deal.
This is too luxurious.
If it weren't for young Master Fan's birthday today, how could we have seen such a grand occasion?
So, Yifan,
What's wrong? Tang Tang.
I didn't expect your family to dote on you so much. It's just a small birthday banquet. Yet, they're holding it for you at Baikoan Restaurant.
Yifan? Yifan?
Mommy. You're here.
Hello, Auntie.
Hello, Auntie.
Hello, Auntie.
Hello, everyone.
Mommy. Why are we celebrating my birthday here today?
Yifan. This birthday today was meticulously arranged for you by Uncle Song.
Really? Then? What about my dad? Mommy, you and my dad.
Your dad, he.
Yifan. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Uncle Song.
This is your gift. See if you like it.
This is a Porsche.
Right.
This is too valuable. Yifan is still so young. How can he accept such a valuable gift?
Hey. Yifan is about to start working. He's going to work. Having a car makes commuting convenient. A Porsche. He's a boy, after all, who, when they were young, didn't want a good car. We didn't achieve that when we were young. So what we can give our children, there's no need to save on.
Thank you, Uncle Song.
We'll all be family from now on. No need to be polite. When you graduate from university later, I'll give you an even better one.
Hey. Tang Tang. Later. I'll drive this and take you for a ride.
Okay, so Yifan, your family is really good to you. But who is he? Why is he so generous to you?
He's my mother's.
Son. Son.
So Yifan, who is this again? He came dressed like that. Look at what he's holding. It clearly looks like something from a street stall. Picked up from somewhere.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, Dad.
It's his own son's birthday. And he gives him such a cheap item? CEO Zhu's net worth isn't small. How can he be so reluctant to spend money on his own son?
What's wrong? Aren't you satisfied with the gift Dad gave you?
No.
Open it and see.
Right.
The film was translated
Open it and see.
narrated
See what
by
your dad
Media.
gave you as a family heirloom.
This uncle even gave you a luxury car. He's your father. What he gives you definitely won't be bad either.
Young Master Zhu, hurry up and open it. Let us feast our eyes.
Yes, hurry, look. Hurry up and open it.
Hurry up and open it.
Yifan. This birthday party today is very special. But Dad hopes you remember. As a man, you must be responsible. Dad gives you this gift, hoping that in the days to come, you can choose the right path for yourself. And furthermore, take on your responsibilities.
Yifan's birthday. And he gives him such a worthless thing.
Maybe it's some precious calligraphy or painting?
What precious thing could he give? Most likely, it's just something he picked up randomly from a street stall.
What? Are you afraid the gift I gave is not presentable?
No.
This is your father's advice to you.
Dad, you this.
Starting from scratch. It's your son's birthday, and you give him something like this? And you call yourself a father?
Zulang, what do you mean? If you don't have money for a gift, fine. But you bring out these improper things. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
What do you all know? This is called one has something.
However, this calligraphy looks vigorous and powerful. Perhaps it was written by a master.
The young lady actually has some discernment. However, it was not written by any master.
Then this calligraphy. Who wrote it?
I wrote it. Yifan, what are you doing?
It's just a worthless piece of calligraphy, isn't it? Tell me how much it costs. I'll compensate you for it.
Take it up.
I won't.
I told you to pick it up.
So what if I tore it? This worthless thing. It's not even worth the firewood to burn it. Yifan. Today your Uncle Song is here. If anything happens, Uncle will back you up.
This is a matter between father and son. What right do you have to interfere?
Your family matters. I don't want to get involved. But you and Chenlian now have already divorced. So, Yifan's matters. I will definitely take care of.
He is my son. How I teach him is my business.
Come. Yifan, let me ask you a question. If I become your father in the future, would you be willing?
Songyang. 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 What are you doing?
Why are you hitting me?
What are you doing? Don't involve Yifan in our affairs. And I've emphasized this to you many times.
I'm willing.
Yifan. Really? Good. Then, after your mother and I get married, how about you take my surname, Song?
Zhu Yifan, by doing this, are you being fair to your father's nurturing grace?
Nurturing grace? If he follows me, he'll be countless times better off than with him.
Yifan. Do you know what you're saying? It seems the advice I just gave you. You didn't listen to a single word of it.
You still dare to mention that worthless calligraphy of yours? You give away just anything. And still claim it's from someone of status and position. I see. You're still immersed in your past glory.
My calligraphy, Zulong's
The film was
calligraphy, there are plenty of people
translated
who want it.
and narrated by M Media.
What? Now that you've divorced Chenlian and lost your status at Sega, are you now relying on selling these calligraphies to make a living? It doesn't matter. If you're short on money, you can tell me. I'll just drop a little, and it'll be enough for you to eat.
This is directly throwing money at someone. It's too humiliating.
I'm sorry. Songyang said he wanted to give Yifan a good birthday. That's why I invited him. You. Are you all right?
What? Just this little bit of money. I thought you were going to pull out a few million.
What? You really have no shame, do you? Not enough. There's more.
Forget it. I don't even care for this little money of yours.
So you're saying you're very rich? Rich enough to not even give your own son a decent gift for his birthday? Is that how a father acts?
If you want to get what you desire, you must achieve it with your own hands. No one can protect you for life.
No money? If you're unwilling to spend, just say so. Don't say such high-sounding words. Isn't it just because you're incompetent? Didn't you say you were rich? Come on. My 5 million. I see you've completely forgotten about it. Didn't you say you were rich? Prove it to me. That check you tore up, it was a full 5 million. Can you pay it back?
5 million, you say? All right. I'll pay you back. Hello? From the account I left. Transfer 5 million to me.
Yes, Mr. Su, where are you now? We've already arrived in Sakang.
You all?
Yes. The board of directors unanimously decided that you will still serve as the CEO of the entire Sega Group. The appointment takes effect today. We are on our way here to hold your succession ceremony.
A ceremony won't be necessary. I'll send you a location. Just come directly.
You're talking as if it's all true. Your account? 5 million. If you really had that capability, would you let Chenlian and her son suffer with you?
Zulang, today is our son's birthday. Don't pretend. How will he ever face his classmates again?
Didn't you want me to pay you back 5 million when you receive the money? I hope you can maintain this attitude.
What attitude? Someone's sending me money. I couldn't be happier. If you can really produce that money, then we'll talk.
What a pity. I was in such a rare mood.
Mr. Su, the 5 million you requested has been deposited.
Molly. Haven't you returned to Europe already?
Yes. I specifically came this time to welcome Mr. Su back. And them?
Hunter. Miss Ito. Why are you here?
You are.
I'm from the Sega Group, the head of the South American region, Hunter.
I'm the head of the Asia-Pacific region. Sorry, Edo. Molly wished to prepare here today. A welcoming banquet for Mr. Su Lang. A welcoming banquet. But Mr. Su was nowhere to be seen. Unexpectedly, Mr. Su is here. They all heard that you have returned to the Sega Group, and specially rushed to Sakang to welcome you.
I heard Mr. Zhu's story. And that's how I gradually reached my current position. Since Mr. Zhu has returned to Sega, then of course I had to come to express my respect.
I heard from Mally that your family has encountered some problems. I think no one is more suitable to be a wife than women from our Sakura country. These are all noble women from Sakura country. Young and beautiful. If you are not satisfied with any of them, I'm also willing to become Mr. Su's capable assistant.
Miss Ito. There's no need to make such a joke. I have been away from Sego for over 20 years, and much information is already too outdated. In fact, I'm not very familiar with either of you. Working together in the future, I hope both of you will guide me.
I wouldn't dare.
Please guide us.
You. Didn't the headquarters already withdraw your appointment?
After consideration by the board of directors, Mr. Su is now the CEO of the Sega Group.
How is that possible?
What? The three of us appearing here simultaneously. Isn't that enough proof? Su Yifan, your dad is really amazing. He's actually the CEO of the entire Sega Group.
But why did he hide it from our family for so long? Mr. Zhu, I just heard Molly say that you have a sum of needed funds. If you still need it, please give me an opportunity. I'm willing to provide you with everything you need.
You think you can gain Mr. Su's favor just by spending some money? Hunter, your calculations are truly shrewd. On the way here, my people told me that today is your esteemed son's birthday. I specifically ordered someone to prepare a gift. Su Yifan, your dad is really amazing.
No need for formalities.
So, today is your esteemed son's birthday. Quickly go prepare some gifts.
No need to trouble yourself.
It's just a small token of my regard. Please, Mr. Su, do not decline.
Very well. Bring it here.
What is it?
The car he gave you. Don't worry. If he used his own money to buy you this gift, the car will naturally be yours. Although, I don't approve of you driving such a good car at such a young age. I also won't without reason deprive you of the right to receive gifts.
What nonsense are you spouting? A mere 1 million. I don't even consider it worth my attention.
Is that so?
Zulon. I think you're just using your position for personal revenge. I've dedicated myself to the company for so many years. You all, are you really the type to cross the bridge and then pull it up?
Zulang, you've just returned. Song Yang might still be able to help you.
Chen Lian. We are already divorced. My affairs. I don't need you to worrying about my affairs. Molly.
Mr. Su, it was my oversight before. Song Yang, using company money, embezzling company assets, taking advantage of your position in the investment department, privately accepting illicit gains. All the evidence is on my phone.
Son Jiang. What else do you have to say?
Mr. Song, you cannot fall. We will take you back to Europe. Over there, your wrongdoings will be punished.
Molly. For all these years. For my years of toiling for the company. Let me go.
During my tenure, I trusted you too much, allowing you to act with impunity. Now Mr. Su has returned to the Sega Group.
Narrated by
A man like you
Media.
absolutely cannot remain.
I know. You won't let me off easily. But have you considered? The company isn't run by you alone.
What do you mean?
I'm telling you, I have people above me. If you want me to go back to Europe with you, you should first ask if my superiors agree.
Are you referring to?
Yes. Exactly. Molly, when you were in office yourself, you didn't dare provoke him. How so? Do you think now that you've found a backer, you can provoke him?
Molly. The he Son Jiang mentioned. Who exactly is it?
I'd like to see. Who dares to touch my people?
Mr. Loft.
Mr. Zhu. You're quite imposing, aren't you? As soon as you arrive, you want to touch my people.
His name is Loft. He is currently the vice CEO of the Sega Group. He is determined to become the CEO. His influence in the company is also very extensive. However, because of your position in the board of directors, your place in their hearts is irreplaceable. So the board of directors still decided to hand over the position of CEO to you.
Congratulations, Mr. Zhu, on your return to Sega. Allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Loft. I'm of the Sega Group. Vice CEO.
Regarding Mr. Loft, I have heard a little about him. I just didn't expect Mr. Loft would personally come to Sukheng today.
They have all arrived. As a vice CEO, it wouldn't be appropriate for me not to be present, would it? Ever since I joined Sega, I've always heard about you, Mr. Zhu's glorious deeds. Having been at Sega for 18 years, also listened continuously for 18 years. Seeing you today, Mr. Zhu truly is a person whose looks can be deceiving.
That's all in the past now. For the work ahead, I still hope Mr. Loft will cooperate more. And together we can contribute to the group.
What if I don't?
If you don't, then the vice CEO of the Europe region might need to be replaced.
Mr. Su. A position at the vice CEO level can only be appointed or dismissed by the board of directors. You only have the authority to appoint or dismiss those below this level.
I've been at Sega for 18 years. What storms haven't I weathered? You're an old relic from over 20 years ago. You should have left long ago. But those people on the board of directors are superstitious about you, as if they believe in God. Today, I'd like to see what exactly you're capable of to fire my people.
Zulong, weren't you just acting so arrogant?
You're just a dog relying on its master's power.
Hey, Mr. Zhu, you shouldn't speak so harshly. After all, we will still be working together.
It seems Mr. Loft is determined to protect him today.
The people following me, if I can't protect them, then how can I establish myself in the company, and which loyal people will work for me? Moreover, in his position, there really aren't many with clean records.
Very good. Molly, call the board of directors and have them replace this vice president for me.
Mr. Zhu, are you trying to break ties with me? Don't forget, if the board of directors doesn't approve, then in the future, you'll have less of my support.
I don't care.
The board of directors said to have a brief discussion.
I've been with Sega for 18 years. Since you left Sega, the entire Europe market has been built by me alone. I don't believe there's anyone else who can sit in this position for as long as I have, unless those people on the board of directors are all senile. Hello? What's the situation?
Mr. Loft, what happened?
News from the board of directors saying that Loft's position has been terminated.
I've been with Sega for 18 years. A full 18 years of effort. How could it be that you can just...
I think you know nothing about me, this major shareholder, and the shares I hold to
The
you.
film was
If today were
translated and
someone else in this
narrated
position
by M Media.
who wanted to dismiss you, they would indeed need to go through the board of directors, but I only need one sentence.
How many shares of the group do you actually hold? How can you dismiss me with just one sentence?
51%.
No wonder. So that's how it is.
Loft, considering you have worked hard for the group for 18 years, the mistakes you committed during your tenure I will not pursue at all. This is The group's final act of mercy towards you. Son Jiang, do you now have anything else to say?
I have nothing to say.
Take him away.
Wait! I admit I'm not as good as you. But my love for Chenlian is not inferior to yours in the slightest. If I could have one more chance, I would never leave Chenlian.
The me of the past, who gave up everything for her, was not for this moment to hear you say these things. I spent 20 years trying to get into her heart. I once thought I had already reached that place, until your appearance made me realize that all of this was merely my wishful thinking.
It's not like that.
You even kept saying that you couldn't rely on me, but you at least still have your mother and Yifan. What about me? 20 years ago, for your sake, I came to Sekeng alone. 20 years later, my son is actually going to change his address and call someone else dad.
Dad. I was wrong.
You just don't want to lose me, your rich dad.
Zulang, how can you say such things in front of the child?
If today I didn't have this identity, didn't have this so-called status, would he still think he was wrong?
Zulang,
Enough. Between us. From the moment you chose to betray, it was already over.
if you hadn't concealed your identity from us, how could there be so many problems?
Concealment is the harmony of a family, built upon identity.
I'm talking about honesty.
Honesty? What about you? Your heart, when was it ever truly with me? All right. I'm tired. Let's leave it at that. Yifan, you are my son. But your actions today have deeply disappointed me. Do you think a single address can change everything? What you chose today was not a father, but a benefit.
Dad. I know I was wrong.
Do you think a single apology can make up for your mistakes? Your actions today are a trampling of your father's dignity and an evasion of family responsibility.
Dad.
I won't, just because this was a momentary impulse, forgive you. You must understand, every choice has consequences. Every action, there will be consequences. Since today, you chose Son Jiang, then you must bear everything that choice brings. Molly,
Zulang, Yifan is just a child. What are you doing?
his job, let him find it himself. What our group needs are people who can truly dedicate themselves to the group. Listen carefully. I'm giving you half a year to find a job yourself, no matter what kind of work you do. I hope you can do your best within your responsibilities, and let me see your capabilities.
Yifan's job. Was it really arranged by you?
I've told you countless times, but you just don't believe me.
It was all him. He told me that he arranged the job himself. I thought I shouldn't believe his words.
Because he is Son Jiang. He is your first love. Your trust in him has always been there, above me, who has been by your side for 20 years as your husband.
No, it's not like that.
All right, Molly. When do we depart for Europe?
Mr. Su, we might not be able to go to Europe.
What do you mean? The headquarters is moving to Sekeng.
Yes, Mr. Su, the board of directors unanimously believes that Sushing's geographical environment and development potential are more suitable for the group's long-term development. Furthermore, this is also a welcome for your return.
This is quite unexpected news.
I believe that under your leadership, the group will usher in new development opportunities.
Since that is the case, I will reconsider my plans. Perhaps Sekeng will be a new starting point for the group. Chenlian, our marriage has reached its end. But I'm still Yifan's father. I will give him a chance to prove himself.
Zulang, what do you mean?
Don't misunderstand. I just don't want my son to ruin his life because of a momentary mistake.
Really? Dad.
This is your chance to grow. And a way to atone. If you cannot prove your capabilities, then you no longer need to call me Dad.
I understand. Dad. I will work hard.
Then let's wait and see. Chenlian. Take care of yourself. Molly. Let's go.
Zulang. You've changed.
Perhaps. People always change. Especially when facing betrayal and lies.
Zulang. I know, I made an irreversible mistake. But can we truly not start over?
Chenlian. Do you think everything can be undone? You tore my heart into pieces. And now you want to use a single phrase, start over, to mend it? It's too late.
Zulang. I was wrong. I know I was wrong. I truly never intended to hurt you. I just lost my way.
Lost your way. Chenlian. You are making excuses for your betrayal. You didn't lose your way. You just chose another path. A path without me.
Zulang.
Enough. I don't want to hear your explanations anymore. Your actions have already said it all.
What about you, Phản? We are his parents. We can't abandon him like this.
I will not abandon my son. But that doesn't mean I will forgive you. I will be responsible for Yvonne's future. But he must learn to be independent. Learn to take responsibility.
Zulang. I beg you, please. Give me one more chance. Let me make up for my mistakes. Okay?
Chenlian. You have used up all the chances I gave you. Now, I won't give you any more chances.
Zulang.
Dad.
I regret it. I truly regret it.